video got no views. So what can I do? Well, I can clickbait like crazy and do a really lazy video, which we're doing. Hey guys, welcome friends and family. We're gonna be doing free-to-play, massively multiplayer games on Steam. And yeah, I'm just gonna, clickety-clack. We're doing it live, fuck it. We're just looking through this and seeing what it's got to offer. This is obviously a meta commentary, which I've made plenty of times before, that the categorization of Steam is kind of garbage, and as well, user-defined categorization is also a little bit garbage, at least when it comes to Steam. As you can see, a lot of these are not MMOs, even by any stretch of the imagination. We're gonna kind of skip those, and we're just gonna look at the rankings here. I have user reviews, which is obviously gonna favor new games and niche games, but regardless, we're just going to see what are some good MMOs, and mostly we can use this as a forum to talk about what are some good free-to-play MMOs that we can download on Steam, especially with WildStar shutting down and many other games actually jumping on and re-releasing on Steam. Which ones are the ones that we should look at and migrate to, or re-migrate to? I don't know. Yeah, let me know in the comments below. We're going to be talking about some stuff. We got Rec Room in here, which is a free-to-play VR game, which I don't think is technically an MMO, but I don't actually know. Me not having a VR, I don't know if Rec Room has, MMO servers. I think it's entirely possible. And regardless, I think you could actually have a pretty interesting and fun, engaging social experience with this. But if you do want a VR MMO, I do know of Orbis VR, so you can go and try that. But Rec Room seems fun. I mean, I can't knock it. Not many people are going to be playing these games, though, or really any VR MMO, because I don't think there's really a massive number of people that have a VR headset. So that's my thoughts and feelings on that. Next up, we're going to be skipping Path of Exile, because that's not an MMO. We're going to be skipping Warframe because that's not an MMO, and so on and so forth. Some of these games are like 4 players. Why is this an MMO? It's not. This is single player. Am I mistaken in that? Yeah. Okay. Anyways, VR chat. Now, VR chat definitely has potential to have MMO servers. I've counted it in MMO stuff before, and I know VR chat, the meme has died to an extent. Like the jokes have got old if you were just watching the highlights. But VR chat's still like a really fun game. If you've never experienced it too, it's actually really good. And there's a lot of servers that have a lot of fun little mini games. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Should be checking that out, dudes. Moving on through, I don't believe City Builders. Shakes and Fidget. I did actually play this on Free MMO Station. I didn't really get it. It's a city builder. I think it's more of like a comic kind of RPG sort of thing. But not massively multiplayer in real time. And that's how I define MMOs. So, yeah, okay. We're just gonna keep going down. Bloodline Champions, nobody plays that. Go play Battle Right, which nobody plays that. Galactic Conquest, I haven't heard of this game, actually. This looks pretty interesting. Actually, no, I've played games just like this. Never mind, that's not an MMO. Meridian 59, actually, supposedly, this was the first 3D MMO game, supposedly. This was actually super expensive to play. Like, it was a really expensive game. Like, what was it, $50 an hour or something? Or maybe that's inflation, but no, it was no joke to connect to these servers. So only the elite were able to play this, at least during the initial launch of it. I think actually, looking at this game, like, I legitimately would play something like this. Like, how it looks like 2D, 3D? I would legitimately play. Tell me you guys wouldn't. Doom, the original Doom? Would you play a Doom MMO? Tell me you wouldn't, and then shut up, because I would totally do that. Let's go make a Doom MMO. It wouldn't be hard, would it, to mod that? This actually looks funny, dude. This is oh my god, dude. We're gonna do a first look on this. We are doing a first look on Meridian 59. I don't care. We have to. All right. Okay. Realm of the Mad God. Okay, this is actually probably the first super legitimate like modern game other than Meridian, but the first like actual. This is a game I unironically put into a lot of top 10s. It's super creative, original, it's unique, it's quick and clean, and it kind of subverts a lot of the MMO RPG genre tropes. So, do I appreciate it? Yeah. I need to play it a lot more. I've only got 2.3 hours since it came to Steam. I used to play it when it was on the browser line. You still can, actually. It's a browser game. But yeah, it's a bullet hell roguelike game. I really like it. Now, there's a new game coming out called Unturned, which is also going to be free to play. But currently, I think you need a Founders Pack or a code to get in. I have Unturned. Sorry, did I say Unturned? I'm survived by. My bad. Where am I? It's early in the morning. What even time is it? 1:28. Look at this, guys. I'm just shitting out this video. Oh, baby. Yeah. Oh, we have Anarchy Online. I think every time we do a list like this, Anarchy comes on. So that's because nobody plays Anarchy, so the reviews are super low. but people did play it and like they liked it apparently. Apparently it did some really cool things. I saw some forum posts talking about how, you know, it basically was one of those games that was like ahead of its time. In 2001, it seems like it. It appears to have been a sci-fi MMO RPG. Like, you know, I'm saying this because I haven't played it and you guys always bring it up like, Sky, you haven't played it. How are you reviewing it? Well, that's the point, guys, is that nobody plays this game. So, I mean, it's obviously not a good MMO because it doesn't have a massive player base, but that doesn't mean you can't have a good experience. And it's not saying it's a bad game. What if it's actually a really fun game to play solo? Should I play it? Should I not? Let me know, guys, in the comments down below. I'd really appreciate that. But it, like, actually, this doesn't look like a 2001 game, at least from these screenshots. Like, there's some early access games that look like this. And I mean, if it had like, if it was more of a hardcore game, could this re-release? Could we make a new private server or something? Could we start like a game club and play this on the weekend and get it populated again? That could be cool, man. Or should we do that? Should we make a game club? Like a, you know, basically like a book club, but for games. Oh, here we go. PlanetSide 2. Now this is one that is kind of populated. This one's actually pretty decent, but there's some issues here with PlanetSide. It's got like no players right now, and they're doing some weird stuff. They just announced a brand new update, and I don't have any idea why Steam doesn't want to load any pictures, but I'm just going to assume you guys know what PlanetSide is like and just kind of overlay, you know, with your brain, the trailer, hopefully. But yeah, no, it's like the massively multiplayer online first-person shooter experience. I haven't found anything really like it. There are other games technically like it, apparently out there in the world, but PlanetSide 2 is really a genuinely unique experience that I really appreciated back when it was launching. It didn't really run that great. It didn't actually look that great either compared to some of its earlier prototype trailers, and I don't think they really ever updated the game at the pace and in the direction that the player base generally wanted, which is kind of a tragedy there. And we're going to see, you know, that with the player drop-off. Actually, let's see how many players are playing right now. Hopefully it gives us a number. Ooh, for an MMO, 1,445. That might sound really low, but PlanetSide will throw you in the action. You will fight with hundreds of other players, and it will feel good. If you're playing at prime time and, you know, you're playing in the giant Zerg. Otherwise, it's going to feel like a ghost town, which really, you know, sucks. Tragically. I don't know why a lot of CCGs are calling themselves MMOs. You're a CCG, you're 1v1, but regardless, we got Lord of the Rings Online. We just did get an announcement that there is maybe going to be a new Lord of the Rings MMO. There's going to be a new Lord of the Rings Online game, but we don't know if it's going to be MMO or otherwise. I think it's going to be kind of different because I don't see why they would overlap, but regardless, this game is still beloved. There's still people that play it. There might be more people on the launcher versus Steam, but we'll see if there's... Okay, we got 527 Steam players. This is a very niche game, but it actually technically does some things that are really cool. I remember I was playing World of Warcraft, and a lot of people, my guild, dropped out to go play this game. I could totally see why. There's some interesting stuff here, but I got into the character creator, and I was like, I don't know if this is for me. This is a game that's like... You know, you gotta be feeling the world. You gotta be feeling the universe, the topics. I don't think it's something that you go in first thinking of the gameplay mechanics. I think it's more. Man, that might be kind of harsh to say, but I think it's more like, okay, you generally like MMOs, you like online games, and you like RPGs. And you really like Lord of the Rings. So you're going to do it for those things, but it's not because you're an MMO player. It's not because you're an RPG player. You know, it's not because you're any one gamer type. It's because I really like Lord of the Rings and I'm really cool with these kind of genres. I want to play a Lord of the Rings MMO. Okay, that's what we have here today. That might sound harsh, but I still put it in a lot of top 10s. It's just, it does, I think, a good job at being a Lord of the Rings MMO versus being an MMO first and doing really crazy innovative things that, you know, have lasted a long time. I think it looks really dated, even though it's from 2012. It actually kind of looks worse than some games that are a little bit older, but I don't know. That's just me, my biases, my tastes. You might actually really like that look, which obviously some people do because people are eating up those new crowdfunded games that look, you know, like Pantheon actually looks okay, but you know, Project Gorgon, stuff like that. Terra's a cool game. I think as an MMO, it actually failed, but in terms of like just running dungeons, it's actually really cool. At least that's the experience I had. I played a tank, I played a lancer. It was fun. A lot of stuff is cheesy. I think the monster design is cheesy. It's very Final Fantasy-like, random. I think it's very incohesive. I think the story has some silly moments, but I don't think it's like worth at all. But the dungeons are good. Like the class design's fun. You know, mechanically, it's one of the best, if not the best, in terms of combat. It depends on taste, obviously. It is kind of weighty, kind of standstill depending on the class. But no, yeah, it's action combat game. It tries to pride itself on being true action combat. That's debatable, but no, it's a really this is a cinematic. It's a really action-packed game, and the dungeons are going to feel kind of Soulsian, depending on the class you're playing, but like they're really intense. They're really hard. As you can see here, actually, this is a prime example of really cool like skill shots that you have to dodge. You know, a lot of cool abilities that you're going to be slinging out and stuff and things. But yeah, I think the end game's fun. I don't know if they've ever made it pay to win or not, but you know, Terra's pretty cool. Terra's actually pretty good, guys. DC Universe Online now, as an MMO, I don't know technically how MMO it is, but there is an open city to jump around in. So I'm going to be completely honest here, guys. 100%. I put this game in a lot of lists, but honestly, what I do most when I get this game is I just completely play it casually. I make like I'll make a fast character, a speedy character. I'll jump in and I'm literally just jumping around. Like the action combat of the game, the mobility, just moving around, jumping around is just really fun. Like as a casual game, it's so cool. So like fun for the family, abso-freaking-lutely. I can kind of, you know, it's reminiscent of Trove in a way. Like you just get in, you just jump around, you just dick around, mess around. It's fun. It's cool stuff. That's my experience with DC Universe. I've heard from commenters that the end game can be kind of cool. There are some interesting roles because it is superpowers, right? But I don't know that from firsthand experience. But it is a colorful game that actually it looks really good, and it's also on PS4. Like, look at this from 2011. This looks good. So I don't know. I appreciate it. I know it's corny. I know it's comic book heroes, but that's in right now, right? So I think it should be worth, you know, checking out if you've kind of missed it, because it is pretty action packed. Of course, there is that little bit of disdain because it's not City of Heroes. I get that. Can't wait for a new Cities of Heroes. What is it? Project Phoenix coming out? Maybe. Is Aura Kingdom even an MMO? People keep talking about Aura Kingdom. 100%. Every time someone says, hey, have you played Aura Kingdom? I think I'll have like a different game. Because this game looks like so similar to so many other games, like chibi, anime, MMO. I played so many. So I don't even know if I played this one. I probably haven't. But it says it's a free-to-play anime MMO. So, and it's highly ranked. So I'm assuming I should probably play it. 2014 wasn't that long ago. And, you know, Steam is being stupid, but I mean, it looks cute. I don't know. I mean, graphically, I could get into it if it's action combat. It doesn't seem like it's action combat. It kind of looks like Worse Than Dragoness and isn't action combat. But if it's a proper MMO, then I can give it a slide. Oh, that healer class looks fun if that's a healer class. Oh no, that's a raid right there, baby. Yo, wait, is that a legitimate raid? Wait, is Aura Kingdom actually a legitimate MMO? Okay, guys, so this is one I have zero experience on, but this actually looks kind of interesting. I passed it because it just, first glance, it looked shitty. Oh man, what the fuck, dude? There's like rockets and shit. Holy shit. Are they fighting a Gundam with a Gatling gun? What the hell? Okay, this is actually pretty sick. Okay, that's gonna get me to install. So remind me, guys, Aura Kingdom. We need to play the shit out of that. We need to play the crap out of that one. All right, guys. Neverwinter. All right, I got some words and things. We're gonna let a trailer play, but here's the thing, guys. I personally do not consider Neverwinter to be an MMORPG. It might have an open zones, technical open instances, but I have not seen technical, massively multiplayer gameplay. What, to me, that is 50 players if that's fighting one boss, PvE. You know, 50 players in a zone that are, you know, doing stuff, PvE, that feels massive. 100 players if it's PvP. That is my bare minimum, and that must be persistent zones, so people can drop in, drop out, you know. So a battle royale isn't an MMO, but anything past that should equate to be an MMO. So 50 players, persistent, PvE, like a big raid. I've never seen that. That was not my gameplay. Some people said that later on it gets bigger, but I haven't seen that. I don't believe it. I just don't believe it. But if you guys can prove me wrong, leave in the comment a link to a video that shows that. That'd be pretty cool. But from the trailers and everything, it does look cool. Like the end game, the dungeon diving is really interesting. But that's pretty much all I can say about Neverwinter. Is I know a little bit of my inexperience is showing. I didn't play more of it because I want to play an MMO and I wasn't getting an MMO experience. But if it does blossom out to an MMO later, please correct me. Okay. But for now, I'm gonna mostly skip it. Wrecked. This is not an MMO, right? Is this? Oh wait, this is it. I think this is actually an MMO. Is this a proper open world game? If it's not an open world game, I'm sorry, but this actually looks really interesting. It says biggest multiplayer challenge. Is this like a multiplayer freaking Twisted Metal or Vigilante 8? You guys remember those days? Those games are cool, man. I don't know if this is a proper MMO. I would like to believe, like, you know, it could be, but it doesn't seem like it. I feel like I can see the edge of the world, or I don't know, maybe that's just the draw distance. This is kind of looking World of Tanksy. Not quite the same. Anyways, well, that was kind of cute to see. I should probably play it regardless, right, guys? And finally, we have El Devon. Did we even get to 10? I don't even know. Apparently, the game might not be appropriate for all ages, yet I thought that was the point of El Devon. El Devon is a game that basically has no players. If I'm not mistaken, it's like a really cute little niche, like, kind of RuneScape-y type of game. It actually looks a lot like RuneScape. This is basically RuneScape 3 before RuneScape 3, right? No, this looks like a cute game. I mean, if you really liked the, I guess the images of RuneScape 3, but you didn't want to dive in with a subscription, this, I believe, is fully free to play. Now, I haven't played it. A lot of people asked me to play it, though. So here we go, man. That's actually a lot of people that reviewed the game. Also, pro tip, if Steam doesn't show the number of players in the community hub, it means that there's not that many people playing it. But it's not that old of a game. It's got some reviews, not many, but it looks cute. It looks cute. What's a deluxe and freaking what is this? Rhinotaur, freaking $40. What the? Get the hell out of here. I don't know. I think I might play the game. We'll go to the next tab and we'll scroll through to see what other MMOs are there. But I'm actually really surprised we didn't see some other games higher. But then again, this is based on reviews, and so smaller games are gonna have a better ratio. So this is why we have Trove now finally coming in. I think Trove is a great free-to-play game. Oh, okay. It's a great game, and it's really cool as an online game. As an MMO, there's some fun social stuff, but actually, I have to lament here. You know, they're doing a lot of really cool updates. The game is more radically different than ever every day. But that's also a problem. Is the vanilla Trove experience actually was like kind of challenging. There was some cool parkour. It was kind of like a platformer, and now you have like infinite jumps, so you don't really. There's no platform or jumping puzzles. You just do the do. You had a lot of limited stuff. You died kind of easily, and now it's a little bit more casual, a lot bit more casual. But at the same time, that's kind of fun. Now, however, the problem is that it's a casual game, but they made it harder to actually get the classes, which they add more classes, but they made it harder to get them. And I think the grind of the game is increased. I have no idea what we're watching. It's some sort of cinematic for something. But no, there is like really cool stuff being added to the game. You got to believe it, man. A lot of really fun creative classes, but a lot of the game is really casual. And I was hoping it would get a little bit more challenging as time went on. I think they've added PvP, they've added stuff and things, and maybe the end game is challenging. I need to jump back in, but you guys need to let me know. What's the end game for Trove? Is it just a mindless grind, or is there legitimate content to play? Because I'm of the opinion that it is legitimate content. I just don't know if it's for everybody. It seems like it's more kid-friendly, more minigame focused, and that's cool. I love Minecraft minigames and stuff like that, and I know they're adding those. I just, for the MMO RPG player, is this for them or not? Let me know in the comments below, and if you say so, then I'll jump back in. I got 43 hours in it. I actually have more because of the launcher, but yeah, I'll jump back in again. For sure, dude, I loved it. Back in the day, at least. And I think that is going to... Wait, what the fuckle is this? I've literally never seen this game. With Your Destiny is one of the unique free-to-play MMORPG experiences based on historical times of sword and axe. What the fuckle my duckle is this game? Does anybody... This is a re-release. This is definitely a re-release. Okay, what? I mean, it looks like that's an MMO, dude. Like, I can't even see what's going on, so obviously it's an MMO. I'm seeing dragons and stuff? What the hell? Okay, so, yeah. Guys, what even is this game? I'm just gonna skip it because what the hell? Anyway, so that's a thing. Star Conflict is not an MMO. Fight me? Actually, I would debate Star Trek Online's not an MMO. Even though I put it in a lot of MMO lists, I think I'm gonna retract it. Yeah, Star Trek Online is not an MMO. I think that there's some instances where a lot of players can gather, but I don't think it's really an MMO. We got Wakfu. Wakfu's cool. You know, Wakfu is, well, it's something. Do you guys like Dofus or Wakfu better? I think Wakfu is interesting. It's so esoteric, dude. It's so weird. This is a game where you gotta, like, I hate saying this, but you gotta kind of turn off your brain. Not because it's so stupid, it's just so out there. Like, it is such a weird game. It is so weird. Just stop thinking. Stop thinking and just try to open your eyes to the oddities that it is. It's actually got some really funny jokes and puns, and I don't know how you feel about the show. I kind of liked the show. I still need to finish it, but I don't know. It was neat. But basically, it's a tactical MMO, which, I mean, it's you know, I could just say it's weird, like, in a couple different ways, but basically you fight in turns, but it's still an MMO. You run into monsters in real time, and then the fights take place turn-based. A lot of weird classes too. So yeah, one of the most unique MMOs. Actually, I'm pretty sure I put it like really high up in top 10 unique MMO. Dead Frontier is not an MMO as much as it claims to be. It is 4 players as far as I can tell. Yeah, Dungeon Fighter Online, not an MMO. I don't think there's big raids. Starbreak actually does, even though it looks like Dungeon Fighter. Oh, actually, we need to promote the hell out of this game. Starbreak is an MMO because it actually does have open instances for one that I don't believe have player limits. If it is, it's really high. So open instances that players can jump in and out of. So we're going to see that here. Players can jump in and out of. Oh, literally, it's also got platforming and it's a shooter kind of thing. It's kind of like a Metroidvania feel-ish. But no, you are going to have big raids. There's going to be like big player raids, 50 player raids. It's going to feel pretty massive and it's pretty cool. So I really like it. I think you can play this in the browser. I don't know, but you can download it pretty quickly. not really a problem. Rift, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm gonna be 110%. You have never seen Rift on one of my top 10s because I literally uninstalled it the second I saw the character creator. I literally went to go make a character and said, wow, this is obviously garbage. Like, what studio would pass this? Who would play this game? Now, that's just me. So that's what happened. Actually, looking at this video, it looks really cool, but I've also heard a lot of bad stuff about Rift. I've heard a lot of bad stuff that I don't want to support, so, you know, there's that. And what is Hero Zero? Why does this look like a Force Strategy Gaming thumbnail? What is this? Gangs of Space, actually, is a super niche title that I was going to put. It's a bullet hell MMO, that's all I know. Actually, did I install this? I installed it. It's an early access bullet hell MMO, shoot 'em up, in space. Sounds cool. I need to play it. You guys suggested it, so guess I should do that. And I guess we got some, what is this? Toho Big Battle. I guess I'll click on this and see what this is. Is this some chibi anime? What the fuck am I even? It's just some, it looks like a tactical, oh, it's an RTS game. Well, it's not really an MMO then, is it? Okay. And then we have Guru Gadara is a leading platform for interacting with teachers and what the fuckle? Okay, well, that's gonna be it for the MMO list for free to play that Steam wants to promote. I bet if we keep going, we keep finding like more and more treasure. Holy shit, guys. EVE Online wasn't even on the list yet. So yeah, I mean, as we keep going, you're gonna, Mabinogi, dude, we're gonna see better and better games. But, you know, once again, I just kind of wanted to see what Steam would suggest, give my commentary on what Steam suggests, and maybe find some new games, because that's kind of the point. So the only way I can ever really truly explore stuff like this and give it the tags and the title like this is if I do it as shitty as this. So if that's okay with you guys and you just want to hear my voice and just talk the talk and do like a little podcast video, then I guess we'll do it. You know, I'll let the views speak. If we don't get many views on this video, then we'll try different stuff. That's okay. I'm just trying different stuff. Okay, so anyways, what are your thoughts and feelings? Even if the video's shit, well, use the comments as a little forum for discussion. Dialogue, open it up, boys. And girls and ladies. I want to try to get some